Hey everybody, this is AAXGames.com coming at you with another review for Game of Thrones for the Xbox One console. Game of Thrones functions just like an RPG game should, like The Walking Dead Season 1, The Walking Dead Season 2, which you can find reviews on our site on those games as well. But the point is it functions on an X, Y, A, B type style interface in regards to making your decisions and deciding how the gameplay and how you interact with the actual episode. What I don't like about the Game of Thrones versus an RPG like The Walking Dead or even others, there's a lot less gameplay that I've noticed so far in the Game of Thrones. There's a lot more story. HBO's thrown in what seems to be almost 75% of the actual gameplay being not so much gameplay but a TV show. So it really does follow the actual TV series in regards to that the majority of it is just kind of a sit back and relax and kind of make decisions in regards to what you might say, but in regards to battles and things like that, there's not too much of that going on. So let's go ahead and take a look at it and see if this is a game that you might want to add to your collection. I do want to mention at this time that if you are under the age of 18, please review our terms of service and disengage in watching this video any further.
The trout in the towers, the wolves dropped the fish and they all ran away. The trout, he flopped off the hours, the cows another ball of prey. Two weddings brought on by beheading.
Great graphical interface here.
Two weddings brought on by beheadings.
Definitely well done by HBO.
The great Jamie Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know.
Okay, so here's the first actual interactive part, which occurs very quickly in the game, and this is just the actual pickup of the sword. That's a simple tap of the A.
Lord Forrester won't be happy with
and this is the depression of the A for about 5 seconds, and the sliding of the controller up and downwards to clean the sword off.
Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend.
Oh, don't be an arse, Bowen.
Apologies, your lordship.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent.
You think he's lying?
Nor never lets the truth stand in the way of a good story.
You captured the Kingslayer?
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What did I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
And Not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face!
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story, which grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
Right, thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it. Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate. To Rob Stark, the King in the North!
The King
in the North! Tomorrow, we march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard!
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Death to the Lannisters!
Aye!
Iron from ice!
Aye!
Got it.
Yes, my lord?
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now.
What do you mean?
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you?
I seek nothing, my lord. Serving a noble house such as yours is reward enough.
You're far too modest, Garrett.
Whatever you believe is best, my lord.
There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off.
Thank you, my lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Bloody hell.
Empty. Squire! Fetch us more wine!
Can you give me a hand? Come on. Make it up to you.
Yeah, no problem.
I have been a squire longer than you.
So?
I outrank you. You should help me. Fetch more wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norrin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
It's your job to do the work and stop complaining.
You try squiring for Norrin and see how much you like it. See, that's why you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shoveling slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming.
Don't get angry with me. We're no different, you and I.
Aye, but I'm not the son of a pig farmer. My father had dignity. All I'm saying is, at this rate we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. Hauling wine around a fucking wedding.
I'm sick of listening to your whine. With that attitude, you'll never be more than this.
Easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were Castellan, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
That's right over there.
So as you can see so far, a lot of dialogue and not a lot of gameplay.
Take your time. You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood. Fucking phrase. Nice night for a wedding. Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters. Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett.
What? What's wrong? Just gotten into you. You're acting rather odd.
Nothing. I'm fine.
I'm so glad to hear it. Now take the fucking flagon already.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Owen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush. But what about... What the hell was that about? Slow down, would you? What's the rush?
Run! We need to get back to camp!
Now, as you can see here in this fight, I don't have a terrible amount of control here, just moving left and right. So we'll just go ahead and keep this up for a little bit longer, and then I'll go ahead and complete this review of this game here, and let you kind of decide if you want to try it for yourself. Alright, so I think that's actually a good place to stop right there without giving too much into a Game of Thrones for the Xbox One console. If you'd like to take a look at any of our other reviews on any of our other games that are similar to this, please have a look at aaxgames.com or visit our YouTube channel.